Morning folks, and welcome to the David Wilson Out and About YouTube channel. Well, this morning I'm out for another walk. I've come out very early, first light. Well, first light is 7:30 now, but I'm about 12 miles away from home. I'm at a place called Leybourne Lakes. The walk is approximately 5 kilometres, about just over 3 miles, although I often go off-piste, as you probably know if you've watched any of my other videos, but I get a bit carried away. I start on the path and I end up walking off and getting lost. It's just the way I am. So, very quiet at the moment. You probably hear some road traffic in the background. The M20 is just down the road, but hopefully we'll lose that as we progress on the walk. So, let's get going. Well, as we start on this walk, I'll give you a bit of history on the lakes and the surrounding area. Since its creation in 2004, Leybourne Lakes Country Park has become a popular venue with families, cyclists, walkers and water sports enthusiasts. It was created from disused gravel pits that had been flooded and landscaped to make fishing and wildlife lakes. Covering an area of 230 acres, the country park features a diverse tapestry of habitats, including multiple lakes, wildflower meadows, wetlands, hedgerows and scrub. The mixture of habitats provides perfect wildlife watching opportunities all year round. Leybourne Lakes Country Park is managed by Tonbridge and Morlin Leisure Trust on behalf of Tonbridge and Morlin Borough Council. As I normally say, onward and upward. Very quiet here at the moment. There was a couple of cars all here in the car park, and I did turn up in the dark. I turned up at 7:20 a.m. But I have seen one dog walker and one runner, but I'm sure that will pick up. And obviously, obviously, it's a weekday, so there's going to be the school run, and obviously people are at work, but I can imagine there'll be more dog walkers here once the school run is over, and then it will probably quieten down towards lunchtime again. As in my last Halton Kirby video, which is a couple of videos back, when I took, I think that was about a 3.5-4 mile walk around my local area, I'll be putting a map up showing the route around the lake, and we're mainly walking around the biggest lake, which is called the Ocean Lake, but I have sort of added a bit more on, so we'll be sort of going off route slightly and doubling back on ourselves. So as I've made the map, I may as well put it up. We've just passed point 2, which is really the first point from the start on the map. It's got no relevance, it's only that I have to put markers at certain positions, otherwise sometimes it tries to divert me off on other routes. But for your information, we've just passed point 2. I'm going to walk through this puddle because I've got some mud on my feet, and there's no reason to get muddy anymore. That's where I went through the little mushroom wood at the beginning of the video. There's some more benches to the right here. There's benches more or less all the way around this main lake, which is called Ocean Lake, and this country park is very family friendly. Now the path here, or the piece I've just gone on, is a little bit uneven, but it's well doable if you were walking along pushing a buggy. For some reason they've gated off the slipway. There's a slipway here, but that may be to discourage People wild swimming in this weather and trying to launch their kayaks and paddleboards free of charge. Still quite a few puddles on this track, but it's no real problem as it's type 1 rubble, so you know it's quite clean underfoot even in the worst of weather. More benches with a view. Oh, I'm just going to go down to the waterfront here, just slightly off track. Now this is the spot I last flew my drone here, and that is back on the 21st of June 2018. Very similar looking morning, but it was autumn, so I had all the autumnal colours on the trees. You can see the sun trying to push its way through the cloud there, and I'm sure it will come out eventually on this walk. So peaceful at this time of morning, and being a winter's weekday. I would love to be out there in my kayak now. I will be soon. Still quite windy, but I don't think it's affecting the mic too much, as the wind's on my back at the moment, but it may be a bit different when I get round the other side of the lake. But it is what it is. You get the footage you get, and you do the best with what you get. Well, here's another chance to view the lake from the water's edge. Crystal clear, this water. I've lost my signal on my phone, so now all I'm going to do is just follow the way markers and try and remember the route that I mapped out. What we're going to do, we're going to turn left here to see if we go up to Brooklands Lake. If not, I'll double back and I'll know where I'm going then. I could easily just go around the ocean lake. It's just one big circle, but as I said earlier, I had planned to do a slightly alternative walk. We'll see. Oh, lovely little bridge here. I don't know where that leads. It doesn't seem to lead. Well, it's a horrible fence the other side, so that's probably actually exiting the park. Right, I'm just going to stop and have a look at the board here. Well, this board has come in extremely useful. So it says you are here, Neville Park entrance. So yes, I can work my way out from here. Hope there's more of these boards on the way round. Be very useful. Well, I've gone slightly the wrong way. I just got to backtrack about 20 metres. Turn left and I should be back on track, so nothing too much to worry about. I'm in no rush. Certainly got slightly lighter now, as it would. The said, still very blowy after that storm last night, although it didn't really hit the southeast badly, but still quite a strong wind at the moment. Now this is SWS Fisheries, so it's private. It's a private fishing lake. This one's called Larkfield 2, and the one over there is called the Railway. There is a few more people about now, mainly dog walkers and a couple of runners, and I've seen one cyclist because this path is shared with cyclists. Seems like my GPS is back up, although I'm taking very little notice of it now. I've given up, just out for a walk. Just out to enjoy myself and chill out. Oh, a chap fishing in front of me here. And we're turning left here. I'm just going to pan around this lake and you'll see the new housing development as we pan the lake. Well, surprisingly, I've been walking for about an hour and a quarter now, but it's lovely. I'm just chilling out and losing track of time. Fresh air, peace and quiet and wildlife. What more can you want? The lake to the right of me now is also a fishing lake. I've only seen one angler, but it's quite nice because when you're walking around these fishing lakes, it's very peaceful, and you get the gaps where you can actually go down to the sleep and view the river, view the lake. We've just bumped into a couple of the park rangers. Said hello, they're just going about their business, clearing bins and just generally tidying up. Not even sure where I'm going now. I may have to double back any minute now because I'm actually on a road. So I may double back, try and cut through a wooded area and then go round the other side of the ocean lake. The GPS has just told me to turn left. I'm in the middle of nowhere, turn left. There's a railway line to my left. I think I've given up on that. It's just nice to sit down for a moment and just relax and stare over the lakes. Certainly a lovely day for a walk. Well, up in front is another entrance to the country park. And there is some of the properties, the newer development. I could call it a new development. It's been up for quite a few years now. I must admit, for new properties, or newish properties, I do like the style of them. Got incredible views and like the colouring. So we'll be turning right here and following along the side of the river. So this is the Lakes House development entrance. I've just ventured out the park for a moment just to show you the development, which I believe was built in 2004, but I'll give you some info on it as I pan around.
The housing development of the lakes in Leybourne was created by one of the disused gravel pits that had been turned into man-made lakes. The decision to build on this area was unpopular with some Larkfield residents, but the remaining lakes were turned into a country park and nature reserve to offset the impact of this new housing. The lakes now provide a peaceful location for wildlife and bird watching, whilst also allowing water sports enthusiasts the opportunity to windsurf, canoe and kayak on the man-made lakes. Diving also takes place on one of the lakes. Around the lakes are a series of woods and gentle trails, popular with dog walkers and recreational walkers.
Beautiful properties, sympathetically built as well, so I could understand why the locals might have been up in arms about it, but no, they are quite sympathetic. 3-storey properties with balconies overlooking the lakes. Very nice indeed. Well, there's the cafe over the other side of the ocean lake. I'm not sure if it's open today or not. If it does open, I believe it opens at 10 a.m. Certainly looks peaceful out there. In the summer I can imagine it being absolutely crazy with swimmers, kayakers and paddleboarders. But I'm going to try and get out here in the spring. Well, there's another entrance to the country park to the left of me on quite a busy road there. So we now just got to follow the lake round a bit and then turn right. We'll try the cafe. If it's past 10 o'clock, I may be able to get a bite to eat. I came out without breakfast this morning because I left so early. I just can't eat at that time in the morning. But if not, I'll just head for home and grab something there. Certainly a strong breeze around this section and a lot of road noise. But it's been a fantastic walk, relatively quiet. I could always hear the traffic in the background, just this faint drone in the background, but it does disappear with the bird song and the sound of the water lapping in. Finally moved away from the noise of the main road now, and we're approaching the start point and the calf, which is just on the opposite side of the lake here, at quite a narrow point. There's a lot of life on the lake now. All the ducks and swans have woken up. Well, I can see the calf is open. There is people sitting outside. There's quite a lot of people about now. Dog walkers, runners, cyclists. So I'm glad I got here early. And just to the right of the calf, you can see a double gate and a load of steps. So that's the launch points. You've got a higher jetty and a kayak platform to the right of that. So you've got, I suppose, different options for different craft. Unfortunately, at this time of year, they only allow kayaking, paddleboarding, the water sports side on Saturdays, and I believe it's between 10 and 1, which is not, you know, a large window to go out kayaking. So I think it's May until they go to the summer hours and start doing it during the week. And that's probably when I'll get out on this lake, during the school term, so there'll be less people out here. Well, we're nearly there now. Just turning right here, and then I'm gonna stop, find somewhere quiet out the way so I can have a cup of coffee and have a quick chat with you. Well, that concludes this walk. It's been very, very pleasant indeed. Although I went off track, I have probably put in the miles that I thought I would put in, and I'm so pleased that I got here early. I mean, I literally parked up and I was on the route by 7:40 when it was just light enough to start recording, because this place is already busy. I mean, literally every turn there's loads of dog walkers. There's actually loads of a large group of hikers. Well, people with Nordic poles just come in as well. And I'm just a bit shy when it comes to recording around lots of people. So yes, thoroughly enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed it too. So that's it for now, folks. That's all that leaves me to say is, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up. Hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Right, you take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.